hanga rya Uganda teshitamite hikize kibuno hansi Elione bonabona bwashesha bwira nefama mije kugira ngo abantu bihanga ryayo bagire ubusinge ngo abantu bashemerwe umihanga ryabo bahinje emisiri yabo barishe amatungo gabo barebera abana babo kandi bombeke Uganda ngwetunguke Mwenwe uryo mugambirizi wa polisi yo mihanga ryitweri rya Uganda Owekitinisha Fred Enanga yargayo no kuzura government arukugira ngo ebikwekweto bya polisi hamwe na nabo bona abaryo mucweka icyo kulinda obusinge na munonga umucweka cya Rwenzori bariyo bagenda omisho no kurwanisa abo bahekera ngo mbire buke nabaza kuba batakigambira mu ihanga rya Uganda.
We continue with carrying out a number of counter-terror operations in the Rwenzori region, and you're all aware that due to the ongoing successful UPDF pursuit against the ADF rebels in the eastern DRC, our counter-terror task teams have continued to remain vigilant and have continued to monitor our western borderline for potential threats in the Rwenzori area in coordination with the joint territorial security teams. Although at this stage we do not have specific intelligence reflecting any new attacks along our Rwenzori air axis with the DRC, we are monitoring active ADF activities on the other side of the DRC. We were getting complaints of insecurity perpetrated by ADF in Bukuka Hills, that is in the eastern DRC.
Owekitinisha SCP Fred Enanga ugunoryo mugambizi wa polisi yo mihanga rya Uganda yargayo no kugamba ahabahekera abarumbire ishomero rya Rubirha Secondary School kandi yo mucyaro cya Rubirha na mnongo mu district ejo ya Kasese na yeryo mucweka cya Rwenzori ari kugira ngo ababahekera bakazaye bayirisa karungu ngukonka bakababinga bakwata kaciro batora gwatabambwine ngumweno nibiza kongera kubarwanisa okwera kimwe mu ihanga rya Uganda.
We also were monitoring acts of insecurity on the eastern DRC side of Rubiriha, Kasindi, around the 12th of February last week. And because of these acts of insecurity and violent attacks close to the Ugandan border, we call upon the public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to our security teams. Our joint territorial teams continue to maintain a heightened posture, of course with patrols and increased visibility along the Rwenzori area to counter any potential threats that may arise from the eastern DRC.
Freddy Enanga yargayo no kutera umuranga abanyayuganda bona na nabo abarukubera mucweka cya Rwenzori okugira ngo bagume bareteza reporters zitari zimwe na zimwe ngo bundi bakarwanisa bahekera hamwe ngo ako bahekera aba nibaretwa mu byaro byabo ngo kandi nibiza barukweshandiza nk'abantu baburizo mbe n'abantu bahansi na mnonga ba LC1 na nabahabyaro nibo bakoraka kureba abantu abo kandi bakabacenga mwenu wotacengere muntu wena ozakitesani cha polisi chikuri hihi ningabe byo kwerinda bakuri hihi otwari reporte ejo otabarize obunde bkwekweto bya polisi hamwe n'ebitongore byo kwerinda bakagira ebyatuyamba ho gace.
And because of that we want to inform the public that the police in Rwenzori Eastern in Pondwe, CPS, last week arrested another suspected ADF rebel called Bahati Abdul Razak, a 28-year-old rebel who sneaked from Todori in the DRC and entered into the country. He was part of the group that sneaked into Uganda in November 2023 through Butunya in Ntoroko, and was in hiding. So he was arrested. Most of his colleagues were eliminated, but we believe there are still a few remnants who are out there that we continue to actually pursue.
Owekinisa Fred Enanga yargayo no kugamba eby'ekikwekweto kya polisi na munonga ekyekikurondora ebyobuhekera kukizwire omuhekero omwe w'emyaka 11 oguno wa ADF bahereze kutasya musya obarukweta Kibumbo Munimbu kandi ogwa mukwatire omukyaro ekyakabirizi hihi na negombora ya Leki Katwe ngukandi ogwa akaba yaheza kweshereka arukurwa mu ihanga ya Democratica Republika ya Congo. Mbwenu Fred Enanga anho yarga yakahumuriza abanya-Uganda bona ngo bahure bahumwire ebikwekweto byabo bya polisi hamwe n'ebyo ibyo kwerinda ebikuzunanizibwa kurondereza obuhekero mu ihanga ya Uganda bariyo bakora obucweka ihembe okugira ngo babinjira kimwe abahekero mu ihanga ya Uganda.
Then also in a separate development, our joint anti-terrorism task force managed to recover an 11-year-old ADF recruit called Kibumbo Munimbu, who escaped from the DRC and was trying to find his way back to Uganda. So he was recovered along that is Chibirizi village in Lake Katwe sub-county, where we established upon interrogating him that it is his grandfather actually who picked him all the way from Buwenge, that is from Erapa Nabirimba village in Buyende district. This grandfather of his called Muzungu Sulai is the one who picked him together with 3 other children and managed to transport them all the way up to the ADF camps in the DRC. We had greatly fought cells that are actively involved in recruitment of children, radicalizing them and having them transferred to the DRC. So we are efforts are in place to at least have the grandfather Muzungu Suraidi of Nabiromba village traced, and we are going to, upon arrestation, have him charged as for being an ADF collaborator.
Ahabwa Gntv yagarukosya Nikirinton nahabwe
ko hakebya magara hakishenjero kabuganaho n'abakuru okorwa ministry by'amagara uganira hanshonga zitari zimwe na zimwe kandi baganira na hanshonga yebishere byishemero okweyongera hamwe na new curriculum bagirangwa aho bashemeye kureba ngo habaho buteka okureba ngo abana babasa kubana bashoma barutaru kuteganisubwa na nejenyeje Cynthia eyibatandikire katubirebe.
Eria Nyakazoba akachiko kishengero akarakujunaniza ubwabyo bwegese hona kargayo no kubuganaho abakuru ku rwo ministry yebuyo bwegese nangwa n'ebyemizano okwasa kurgayo kuganira hanshonga zitari zimwe na zimwe ezo rohonzi teganisa nangwa n'izo rukwata ahabyo bwegese omundo muhangiri ya Uganda.
Burakai umukoro w'Kinyamatama is saying they should pay high fees in their consequences. Please restrict your chair. I therefore I am very disappointed with my sister Honorable Kinyamatama. Now I'm talking for the people of Busia and Uganda at large. The poor families that cannot afford the high fees, whereby the Minister of Higher Education has kept quiet about today, but I know he's going to talk about it. And if he's talking about it, although Honorable Kinyamatama wants the people of Rakai to pay, the people of Busia should not be to pay a lot of fees because education is a right to them. Lastly, Honorable Ituka talked about
Omuriye byonna byabasagambwaho nebishare byishomero ebiroho byongezibwe kandi hone omuhendo oguriyo wanyakacyo omutamwe je batandikire ahabwencero yo kubanza kandi nangwa n'ikindi kibabasaganiraho no kuganira ahakombeka amashomero aga seed school okwitorora ihanga ryona nangwa utakayobwa no kugamba hanshonga ya new curriculum obwa hati eriyo mu mashomero.
Honorable Chair, since I'm here and I represent Rakai district, the people of Rakai and Ugandans, this is what I am saying. I am saying that government through right appropriation by members of parliament, we should appropriate more funds to our government schools so that they get to the standard of the private schools, so that people don't go to private schools but find the best option in our schools as government. Otherwise, we have no capacity of changing a liberalized economy, of legislating on prices. We do not have that capacity, and I'm saying we should not lie to Ugandans. We only have capacity if we decide that we are going to change from being a liberalized economy to a closed economy.
Honourable Minister, I think
hona habaho kureba n'inyama zo mu kanwa bwa nyuma ya Honorable Macho nangwa na Honorable Kinyamatama okurugayo kandi hona bakatandika kutambukira n'ibigambo obwe bari kujumirana ahi Kinyamatama yanatora Honorable Macho okurugayo akagamba hanshonga ezitakumkwata kandi hona nangwa na Macho okurugayo kucumitaka kumu omuri Kinyamatama ari kugira ngo ogwe hona nashwaza munonga abantu abamuterira karuru abo kugira ngo nahagera abantu abo kwihaho sente nyamwingi.
what's the order about?
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair. Is it in order for the Honorable Macho to misinform this committee and the world and my voters of Rakai district that I have said that I do not want school fees to be regulated or be reduced? Is it in order?
For Rakai, and I thank her people for voting her the MP who supports high feed costs. No. Chair, lastly, on school cancers, I want to thank Honorable Ituka.
Amukuganira na Honorable Kinyamatama Subi hona yaragayo no kushaba government kwebasa kuteka sente nyamwingi omubyo bwegese ekyakugira ngo ekintu kije kuyambaho obwegese okweyongera kutunguka omundu omuyangirya Uganda.
Kusaba nti essaawa y'okuwaayo oba okutematema essente z'eggwanga bagamba bajeti y'eggwanga twongere ssente mu byenjigiriza. Amasomero gaffe aga gavumenti gasobole okufuna abasomesa abamala, gasobole okufuna ebizimbe ebimala, abasomesa basobole okufuna bwe basula, awantu awali hatuli kyoba wazibu ennyo okubeera nga wateekebweyo amasomero n'ebisulo by'abasomesa. Omuzadde kyeyandibadde yeegomba mu private school eseera nga ki akisange mu government school emuli okumpi. Eyo y'ensonga enkulu. Nze ng'omubaka wa Rakai district Sowi Kinyamatama gye ndaba gye tulina okukolera abantu b'e Rakai ne Uganda yonna. Kati mbuuza bannayuganda abalaba ebibanga bitambula. Bwe twasabira nti wabeewo okuregulatinga kyabaawo oba tekyabaawo? Tekyabaawo. Amasomero geeyongerayo ne gakola ki? Ne gagula embeera n'ebeerezaamu. Kati kiyamba ki munnayuganda okwogera nga tekuliiko bikolwa? Kati nze ekikolwa ekyange kyenjagala okukola era kyenkubiriza ababaka bannange kwe kulabika nga twongera budget, twongeramu omusimbi mu byenjigiriza, omuntu asobole okufuna obuweereza obulungi mu byenjigiriza, aleme okwegomba essomero lya private eyo gyagenda okugenda bamuseerereyo.
Hona abantu banyishengero nabo baragayo no gamba hanshonga ezaniyo kalichuramu nangwa nebyesente ebibakwenda ngo government eteko mu mashomero.
Ababate balina sente so nga ate balina abayizi abalina obusobozi ne potential obulyawo okusomera mu masomero agamba feke tutwala nti gegamaanyi badde era nnyina nti ng'ababaka ku kakiiko ka education twafuna omukisa ne tulambulako amasomero agagambibwa okuba nti gakyalajenga school fees ennyingi. Poliisi yali egamba so teri ssomero likkirizibwa kwongeza school fees nga terifunye lukusa okuva mu ministry. Ne tugenda mu masomero gano nga tugabuuza mwajjawo olukusa olwongeza school fees. Bannannyini masomero n'abagaddukanya ne boards ne batutegeeza nti bo kye bakola bapreparinga school budget. School budget eyo esinziira ku bisani essomero lye liba liteeseteese okukyajinga. Bwe batwala school budget mu ministry neyaprovinga school budget kiba kitegeeza nti ministry ekkiriziganyiza ne school fees ezo ze baba balambise. N'olwekyo tewali ssomero liri mu kukyajinga school fees nga ministry terimanyi, kubanga ministry yennyini yeba ekoze approval of the school budget ate nga school budget ebeera eraga fees ezigenda okukyajingibwa per student per term. Kati minisita nga bwatuzeemu nti government in process eyokukola statutory instrument okuregulatinga school fees naffe kyetulinze tukisanyukidde tulabe nti n'omwana w'omunaku tumukisa gateekayo bwe kiba kiba nga kiri ku mulembe naye otambeso ebintu ekyokusomesa nga lwa amasomero mu byala gatera n'amasanyalaze amasomero agakyali mu miti ogabuulira ebintu bya kompyuta ogabula esimu ya smartphone nadda nti Uganda ffe omuliawo abateekerateekera ministry bamanyi Uganda gye bateekerateekera balooza bateekerateekera London oba bateekera ansinga za America naye otambula mu ggwanga n'ogendako ebuvuma n'ogendako ekalangala n'ogenda mu byalo n'olaba amasomero agafaanana nobagamba ndesigale kibamu empya bino bye neetaaga ziza the tools njagala computer njagala internet njagala smartphone njagala bino ate n'abasomesa bennyini tibatendeke oba otukoze bubi mu ggwanga kitegeeza oteekereteekiddeko abo abeesobola bali mu bibuga abaana basobola okufuna ezi smartphone abasobola okufuna zi laptop n'amasomero agasobola okuba n'amasanyalaze agamalako n'ebintu ebidigito agatabirina bagenda balikira ddala emabega bwebuzibu bwendawo mu curriculum empya tegwanga tebanna baliteekateeka kimala kinga okusasula school fees abanasomesa ba science wasasula olugamba ngenda kuwa miliyoni 4 naye ng'omuwa miliyoni 4 ng'okimanyi bulungi nti n'amasomero gye basomeseza abaana basomesa mu miti basomeseza mu miti tewali laboratory tewali bikola kati omusomesa wa science kuwa miliyoni 4 fonna owakadaani kitegeeza teweteekateeka kimala kyekyandisoose twandisoose kuteekayo byetaagisa mu science laboratories netuteekateekayo abasomesa baayo ntulongeza emisaala nga tubawa emisaala nga there is value for money ne kati owa omusomesa ssente naye nga tomanyi masomero mwasomeseza ti amasomero agasinga obungi newogatuwako kati onoonya laboratory emu bwetimoyogenda okukolera ebyetaagisa okukola ng'amasomero agasinga tegabirina obuzibu tusasula abasomesa ssente fonna owakadaani which is very very dangerous for the economy.
Tweheyo Ronald ahabwa GNTV omuri Kampala.
Polisi erizooba yaragayo yashohoza okutondozaako n'okubakozire aha mishango ebiireho omwaka gw'e2023 kandi omuri abo mukuru wa polisi ow'ekitiinisa Martin Okoth Chora yaragayo yabasa kuba nayisiima polisi omurimo gwekozire okusira munonga omu kurinda obusingye n'obuteeka omu ihanga lya Uganda. Leka tubireebe.
We took a deliberate decision, with your permission, to invite all deputy directors. Last year they were not part of this forum, and it is IGP who guided, because we are mentoring you to continue when we go home. So I hope you have learned and you have had the opportunity. But I found that there is another group of the media fraternity. I know I find that these are your friends. We want to thank them.
Are they my friends?
They have been with us since morning, and we have provided them all the necessary information to translate it in all the languages and make sure our report reaches all parts of the country. So we want to thank you for that. Now, my team, sir, has made sure each person who is in this audience gets a hard copy. But I want to pledge, maybe a few hours from now, we are going to upload the detailed copy of the annual crime report on our websites, all our police platforms. So you can have time, and then based on the guidance of our boss, on Monday we shall join the State of Nation of Enanga, and we come and we have deeper conversations. But I also want to thank my sister Rachel Jalos. I find that they are working on something where we can have a follow-up discussion in details about each of these areas, with the support of my sister, the UNODC, who is also here with us, so that we can be able to be accountable to the people.
In 2023, we note that there was a 1.5% decrease in the number of crimes reported to police, from 231,653 cases reported in 2022 to 228,000 74 cases in 2023. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to those who were able to lodge their complaints at various police stations of the Uganda Police Force in the year 2023. It is these reported complaints that enable us to compile annual crime reports. Relatedly, the force has focused on strengthening discipline and adherence to human rights by introducing disciplinary courts in all districts across the country. The introduction of disciplinary courts marks a significant milestone for the Uganda Police Force. These courts aim at enforcing discipline within the force, ensuring that officers adhere to professional standards and human rights. For instance, out of 933 complaints of human rights violations by the police, 794 were thoroughly investigated and action taken. Additionally, the force has been committed to improving the conditions in detention facilities. The remodeling of 10 facilities in various districts, including Panyadoli, Kiriandongo, Paida, Marasha, and a number of others, has led to the elimination of the soil bucket system, providing 68% coverage of waterborne toilets. Also, the police, in coordination with the sister security agencies, such as the UPDF, prisons, SFC, JIC, ISO, CI, and ESO, combated various forms of crime. These joint initiatives have resulted in the reduction of gun-related crimes, illegal firearms, and ammunition proliferation. Our success has been due to the hard work of the police in coordination with the sister security agencies, the reorganization of the CID, improved detection and investigation methods, and the establishment of a proactive network of credible intelligence. Furthermore, our strategic partnerships with the community, including the involvement of other intelligence components, have greatly contributed to disrupting and dismantling criminal elements targeting our country. I therefore express my gratitude to the President of Uganda for his guidance and enduring support to the force. I also thank the Minister of Internal Affairs and his entire team at the Ministry headquarters for their stewardship throughout the year. Despite considerable challenges faced and violent acts by groups like ADF, the force has remained dedicated to its mission. The force has also worked extensively on resolving cases related to domestic violence, land conflicts, armed robberies, to mention but a few. Furthermore, I commend the increased cooperation of police with the Office of the DPP, the judiciary, and other partners within the criminal justice system. As we focus on future policing, there are critical areas that the institution must address. These include the following: improving the general welfare of the personnel, conducting specialized trainings, carrying out more recruitments to address the police population ratio. As I conclude, I thank the Director CID and all those involved in organizing this occasion. Now, I will invite the Director of CID to give us an executive summary of the report. I thank you all. Thank you very much.
kandi twagumizamu abanyishengero bargayo bagamba hanshonga yo kucendeza ahanshohoza y'ihangari ya Uganda bajango mkintu kibayero kushaba kugira ngo twase kuba nkikorwaho no kureba ngo bagita ebitongore bya government ebitare bimwe na bimwe byakora hamwe ngo bunde cyo kikayambaho kandi muri abo honorable Banzil Bataringaya no yargyo yabasa kuba nashembe kitisecho ari kugira ngo cyo kija kuba nkiyamba Uganda okurwo mu mabanje menshi ubwahatagaje torire reka tubirebe
banyuma y'ishengero izari nyuma bazyo okorgayo hona bakahajana kandi hona bakareba n'inyama zo mu kanwa ubu barugezaho kuhajana hanshonga yo kwata za ministry zitari zimwe na zimwe okorgayo kandi zikajwe kwa umuzindi zityo bundi kikabasa kuyambaho abuhereza bwa government obwe no kucendeza sente zikwanza showroom za ministry kandi okashanga ngwe zimwe tine nekizo gukora n'ingana ziri burya sente kandi zitakoze imirimo yazo hona habarikiro ho butashimerwa omuyishengero bit abanyishengero hona bitwaragayo ganira na bwerya nyakazoba ahaba harum owikitinisa honorable Alan Mayanja nangwa na honorable Baze Bataringaya nabo hona bagiye batugambera ahanshongejo omukuganira muna honorable Baze Bataringaya hona hanshongejo yargaye no kugira ngo nkibasa kuja kuyamba abanya Uganda ahabo kuba okurushoza sente nko kuba kuri kukemunonga aha bitongore bitari bimwe na bimwe kandi nebyo bikuba bitakuyamba abantu nibije kurwaho kandi oshange abantu baganye urumuri yebyo ebirabe bisigiro
hati umunya Uganda yesi nafunamu abwenshonga ebitongore ebibiri bya sente nchimanyisa ngo ebitongore byaza kucendezibwa sente zibenshohoro ryebyo bintu bijya sente zize gukora ndijo ataho umunya Uganda narufunira icyakabiri ebitongore nabyo bibindi byasigaraho byaza kumanya ngo wabo takozirege nibakujyeho nabo bongere ahakoraje imirimo yabo umunya Uganda asigare nafunamu ari kuyiherera akorera yabo nona bya amateka gakurukwato gagarizwa mu parliament hato mu mugwitu no kucebera kitongora akindi kurigirira sector committee y'ikirumu then tujagarika tubyanjure afro ya parliament buri kitongore tukirabyaho kukiyaho ninga kukisigaza kurigirira ko kaciko karaga kacishusho
owikitinisa honorable Alan Mayanja nawo mukuganira hono munyamahurire witu hona yargeyo no kuchamya arikugira ngo nibije kutwara mponisho ngejo kandi hona kubara areve nikiyamba abanya Uganda nibije kurgayo bareke ebitongere byegite ningashi bebe rationalized kandi icyo nikije kuyambaho obuhereza omunda yihangari ya Uganda.
Yeah, of course, it was a bit challenging rationalization. One is so casual. Essence yo kulete ebitongole bino yali ki olwaleero ng'oli mu kubijjawo kubanga pamu tulina ekirowoozesa nti abantu bateekebwa mu bitongole kati oluvannyuma lw'okubiremunda n'okubimalawo olwaleero kati babigatta nga bwona olujja ng'okamula omubisi omaze okugyamu omubisi wabula kyosuula ekisasiro kakati olwaleero bannaffe olwaleero eggwanga werituuse naye tulowooza nti mulimu ebitongole bitalina kukwatibwako kati nga bwetunuulira UCDA Uganda Coffee Development Authority olwaleero kabaka advocating ensonga ye Mwanterinba Katikkiro advocating ensonga ye Mwanterinba kati mu kaseera kano ng'olwaleero ekyetunzi mu katale k'ensi yonna olw'eggwanga lyaffe erya Uganda mwami toyinza kumala gatigatigooti nekyo olwaleero ensonga ya yunula bw'ogamba nti ogenda kugigatika wansi wa minisitule ya wax ndaba nga tobeera feya kubanga olwaleero bwotuna road network enene nnyo mu ggwanga lyaffe lino nga baali bano to operationalize Uganda Road Fund eyetengeredde kuba kakati olwaleero bw'otunuulira agencies ezimu nga zo zigwanidde okugatibwa naye waliwo ezitasaana kukwatibwako specifically nga bwenzimenye kubanga mu byonna kyetutunuulira ye muntu ono ali eri wansi anaasobola okufuna emwanyizi anaasobola okufuna endokwa anaasobola okulowoozebwako naye nga zo zigatibwa tutunuulira sente mmeka ezigenda okubeera sente minisitule oba gavumenti erina okuvaayo etundendule sente mmeka zetugenda okusevinga mu rationalization kubanga ate executive yenyini egamba abakozi abali mu bitongole bino bagenda kubeera absorbed mu ministries ezo zenyini gye bagenda okusa ebitongole. So at the end oli ayinza okugamba tugenda kusevinga naye ogenda okusunula nokyekenneenya nokikenenula kaziyinza okuba ntono bwonzikombeyalinga ku sente bannaffe zebalya okusinziira ku lipooti ya IGG tuliyoni 10 obutabalika 10 buli mwaka obuliibwa mu mbeera eyo buli bwemuzi mu mbeera efaanana bwetyo. So bingi tetukyalina okwongera okutunulira n'okukenenula okulaba oba olyawo nga tuvaayo n'ekyo ekigwanira ekinayamba bannayuganda kuba bino tetulina kubikola ku lwaffe nakuba abantu kweyagaliza naye kuba bannayuganda omuntu ali eriyo nakaseke ali kalamonja ali kubugo ali embaale kubanga wano ekyatuleeta kubanga yesamali y'abannayuganda bonna bali
tweyo Ronald ahabwa Gntv aha Parliament.
Nk'enshonga emwe yogumizamu okutereeza enshonga zitali zimwe na zimwe mu kibiina ekya Forum for Democratic Change okushyira munonga ahab'orubaju rwa Katonga erizooba babasa kuba nibabuganaho kandi abebembezi abo bakora orukiiko rwabo rwa National Council kandi w'ekitiinisa Dr. Kizza Besigye ye niwe yaba ayebembiire orukiiko rwe. Besigye yashaba abahagizi babo bonna okureeba ngu babahagira n'orubaju rubarumu. Katubirebe.
And we are assembled here now, facing how do we carry forward that struggle. That's what we are assembled here to do. How do we carry forward that struggle? Part of the complication in getting through with this struggle has been how we are organized to get to the struggle, to get to where we are going. Because the one who controls all the power is the one setting the agenda. If you want to remove me, come on this day. And this is where you will pass. You will start there, come like this, and arrive on this day to remove me. And you also listen and go to the way he has laid down for you to move. You think you are likely to remove him or her? It won't happen. So, we need to organize differently. We need to plan differently. And I entirely agree with the Honorable Semuju about our eyes not being fixed on form rather than essence. To look at the shape rather than what is inside that shape. If that was the case, I would still be in NRM. Because I can tell you, yes, I have sacrificed and suffered the last 20 years or so. But I can tell you that suffering and sacrifice is nowhere compared to what I sacrificed under NRM. I left my job. I was earning over $1,000 per month in Nairobi. I left the job. I had a fiance, we were planning to wed. I never saw her again. Yes. And went and suffered No food, no what, no clothes, no, you under rain, the sun, the mosquitoes, the what, you are walking with luggages up and down, crossing lakes, doing all kinds of things, and being hit, real hitting with guns. You are crawling under bullets and so on. That's why whenever you hear me talk, I say, God is good. But as soon as where we were fighting to go, I saw things start moving a different direction. I said, this is not where. This is not where we are going. And we first of all, of course, tried to fight over NRM. Yes, we tried to fight over NRM, saying, no, you can't do this, you can't do this. We even took off saying we need to reform this thing. Until it was very clear that they had built already the guns, the dogs, the what, to guard us from interfering with what they were doing. And we said, okay.
Chokumzamu omakuru agandukurwa agutwakwira omunsi y'ebyemizano Minisita w'idara ry'okutandikiraho abo byemizano n'obwegyese ogw'eno Eastern Peter Ogwanga yargayo yabasa kubana hamza abanya-Uganda ko batebekanise ekirukumara okurenga batayayisa emizano eya AFCON erije kuba nibaho mwaka gw'2027 kandi byona bwa mbere obwabire narambura omwanya ogw'okunduza ekishaye eki kandi hagire ngo ubuzima bariyo nibakora umurimo murungi katubirebe.
We are encouraged, and I think we can all take the good news of what's going on to the next level. Unity is key, and I and the board, we are requesting support because we are entering the phase where we shall need to have human resource, where they understudy those who are maintaining this place so that we can have good continuity. Mama, I intend to be here when Uganda lifts the cap in 2027. And that's why this renovation is ongoing. We are preparing, we're going to lift that cap here. If we were defeated in 1978, 2027, I don't hear anybody clapping. We are going to take that cap. And I hope that this stadium will be the stadium of choice where we shall lift that cap. So all the works that are coming in phase 2, phase 3, we pray that the taxpayers and the government can release that money so that we can go ahead. The sophisticated pitch protection so that we do not lose the gains we have. The Honorable Minister of State is aware, and I hope at some point we shall have budget to ensure that we protect the gains that we have made. Thank you so much. I would like now to...
And I will continue to thank, I would like to thank the Minister of State for Sports, who is here. Mama, he has emulated you in supporting us as a technical team to deliver on the sports mandate, and I want to thank him so much for that. He's been visiting this facility almost weekly, Mama. And we thank you, Honorable Minister, for keeping us on our toes. I also want to appreciate the PS Defense, who is here also, and the entire UPDF team. You have worked with us very well, Mama. This team has worked very closely and well with us, and we want to appreciate the working relationship that we have with them. And like the commandant showed us, they've done a lot in our technical institutions, and we have not had to supervise them. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank the ED Mandela Stadium, Jamil, who is also a long-term classmate of mine right from school. Jamil has given us
regular reports on this facility and what they are doing at this place. I want to thank you so much for the regular reports, Jamil. I thank Works, the Ministry of Works, and the technical team, the engineers. They have been very supportive also, and not just over Mandela, but also other ministry infrastructure. They've been supportive in the projects that we are undertaking at the ministry. I want to thank you so much. And to thank everybody else that has been a stakeholder in the sports infrastructure that we are constructing and others. Mama, I'll come to the main prayer, which is the 17 billion, is the main issue. I've been engaging regularly with my colleague in finance, including yesterday, including today, and he has given me the assurance that they are working on this release. So any time from now, we should be hearing good news that this money is available. Once again, Mom, I want to thank you so much for your time, the time that you've spent to inspect these facilities, and for always providing guidance and support that we need in the ministry. I thank you. I'd like to take this opportunity now.
Minister of Education and Sports, Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, and Mandela National Stadium signed a memorandum of understanding for the fencing, renovation, upgrade of Mandela National Stadium at a total cost of 97.9 billion. The implementation of the works is being undertaken by the UPDF Engineers Brigade in line with the present directive of the Republic of Uganda. Starting 1st July 2021, all construction works under the sector of education and health be implemented by the UPDF Engineering Brigade. Mama, the project consultant is the Ministry of Works, and specifically Department of Public Works and Structures, who undertook design documentation for the ongoing renovation upgrade works and are currently charged with day-to-day supervision of the work through a project management team and a project implementation committee with the composition of the following ministries: Ministry of Works and Transport, Ministry of Education and Sports, Mandela National Stadium, and Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs. Mama, the project commenced on 1st August 2022 and was originally due for completion by 31st August 2023. This was extended to 30th November 2023. Following your last visit to the project site on 30th June 2023, all project works are currently expected to be completed March 2024. Mama, I am your foot soldier. Why March? As a Ministry of Education and Sports, we are under immense pressure to have our games be played here at home because we are paying a lot of money to facilitate our teams to go and play our international games outside Uganda. So I want to say this to the Minister of Defense. I work under the directive of my boss, and I'm happy today she's here. How I wish we could give you the money and you complete the project by 30th of March so that we have the facility get ready. Mama, we currently, like I'd already told you earlier on, we have the Confederation of African Football Federation inspectors coming to inspect this project for one or two reasons. Number one, Uganda is meant to play Botswana 3rd of June, and the inspectors want to confirm whether this pitch will be ready before that game, and they do it 3 months before that time. If they find that we are not ready, then again they will not allow us to have home game hosted here on 3rd of June. That is a World Cup qualifier. So for that matter, we want to request that on 25th, that is Sunday, the team will be in this stadium to inspect both this stadium and Nachivugo Stadium. So I want to pray that the team of the UPDF Engineering Brigade accepts to comply with us when we come with those inspectors in the stadium. Mama, the current physical progress, like it has already been stated, is 86%, with the stadium re-roofed. A re-roofing we're talking about is all the new iron sheets were put up there. Spectator seats are there fitted. Grass planted on both the main and the training pitches are now under maintenance and goalposts assembled. For the running track, like it has already been said, general setting out and drainage system are completed with the surface alignment ongoing. While for the changing rooms, wall, floor and ceiling modifications are complete and installation of the fixtures and fittings are ongoing. The hotel block is undergoing general finishes, that is to say, electrical, mechanical and fittings. Fencing works is 100% complete, including the general landscaping works. Technical details of the work security will, of course, has been provided. Ma'am, I want to report again on the issue of sports. You directed myself and Attorney General to follow up the matter. And I want to confirm that Attorney General is handling that matter, and he had assured me that we will be able to win that case before the coming months, so that for purposes of us making sure that before the contractor leaves the site, we would have secured our land of any encumbrance on as far as that line area of the what? Of the fencing is concerned. Progress, like it has been stated, so far, 80,138,729,141 shillings have been released by means of education to Ministry of Defense to implement the works out of the required 97 billion. This represents 82% of the financial, implying that there is a current funding gap, which I want to thank you, Mama. They might not know what you go through. I know. And I want to ask you for us to clap for her. Because Mama has been personally following and writing letters to the Minister of Finance. And I'm happy we got the 17 billion through supplementary funding. Now what is left, even me had thought the man had already reached the ministry's account, onwards transmission to Nambole. But, Mama, I want again to thank you. The words of our PS are not enough. It is your meeting again with the Minister of Finance which will help us to expedite the process of having that money released so that we complete this project. On another note, I would like to introduce to you, Ma'am, of course I've finished that, and I want to thank them for the work they're doing, the new board. Now, last but not least, Ma'am, I have got the following from the presentation of the General. Number one, it is true. Being here means that we need the stadium ready, and Ma'am, on your behalf, I'll continue to fast track regular visits for purpose of program works being on course. Number two, Pioneer buses. Ma'am, I've received a letter on behalf of the Pioneer Bus Company by their lawyer. They addressed it to me specifically because I think the more I'm mounting pressure here, they think maybe I'm the problem. That letter I've also written to the Attorney General for us to have a meeting, because according to the letter the lawyer has written, they are not refusing to leave our site. Unfortunately, they're beginning to transfer their problem to us, and yet their problem is with the Uganda Land Commission.
Ahabwa GNTV ya Garkosia ni Kirinton Nahabwi.
Kosi.
Omugarukosi yerizoba polisi yargaye no kushoza arpota y'umwaka gw'2023 kandi hone arpota gine yereka kwemishango echendire.
We have provided them all the necessary information to translate it in all the languages and make sure our report reaches all parts of the country.
Abekibina ekibye bitaje cyo mu yangiri ya Uganda ekya Forum for Democratic Change FDC bito burubajo rwa Katonga hona bashitamiri ya Nyakazoba omurukiko rwabo orwa National Council.
To the way he has laid down for for you to move. You think you are likely to remove him or her? It won't happen.
Kandi hona abanyishengero bargayo no kushaba government kweteka sente nyamwinji ombyo bwegese
bagabanye cy'Uganda twongere sente mu byenjigiriza
nagande omugarukosya
Abari mnonga hagongo tabatwinira mugaruko cyekireki kandi wanonda kongera okureba amakuru gitu n'izindi programs amikwetu yitu ndabaza kuzaha Gntv Uganda YouTube ninga Gntv Uganda Facebook ninga Gntv Nation Facebook nawe nuje kwanoreba amakuru aganda garuko gendo misho nandi EVAS AKANKWASA otaka ibango evening special program nyer kubane kurata na Bishop Dr. Silas Taiwa otaka favorite gambo cyarhanga mukama murunji abankomere